Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel. This is Scorpio Moon Tarot, here to give you your January 2019 reading. Firstly, I do apologise for the fact that I couldn't get on last month for my previous viewers. For the month of December I had an issue with my MacBook, which meant that I couldn't get online, which left me unable to do your readings. However, I'm back and I'm ready to give you your 2019 reading for January for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. This will be a collective reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, so please just take what does work and leave the rest, because the rest may be for somebody else. This is a collective reading, like I said, so there may be multiple messages, and some of those messages will be for you and some may not be. Alternatively, do check your natal chart to see where your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus is, because sometimes, especially in love, you can find that your Venus sign may be more relevant to the reading. So when I get to the love reading, you may find that that makes more sense if you look at your Venus sign. So you may be a Leo Venus but Scorpio Sun. I would suggest watching both videos to see what messages may come through for you there. I'm going to do my reading slightly differently because I have just not got the time to do the longer readings. So I'm going to break it down into two parts. I'm going to do a general read and then I'm going to do a love read, which should take maybe around 10 minutes. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. The messages should be a little bit more concise. So let's see what we've got for you this month, Scorpio. Okay. Universe, Spirit, Divine, Archangels, Ancestors, Ascended Masters, please use me as a clear channel for messages for the collective of Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for January 2019. In a general read, what's going on generally for Scorpio Moon, Sun, Rising and Venus for the month of January 2019. Okay, so what's the main things that are going to be going on for Scorpio in January 2019? Okay. Wow, in your power. Okay. What I'm feeling here automatically, Scorpio, is that, okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups, which can signify some sort of loss or some sort of feeling of sadness, maybe crying over spilt milk, looking at what you had rather than looking at what's in front of you or behind you. You're kind of maybe looking at something that you may have lost in the past. However, generally, overall, I see the energy is quite positive, specifically in your work life and your emotional life. Yes, there is some balancing going on here with the Two of Pentacles. However, I feel like you are balancing this out this month. So you could be feeling a little bit mentally trapped over something. So, but this is just in your mind, because actually on an emotional level and on a physical level, you are well balanced with this Two of Pentacles here and the King energy. These are masters of their suit. So in general, I feel like you are on top of your emotions, but also on top of your finances, or at least these two are tying in together quite nicely. Something may be trapping you though a little bit, or you may be up in your thoughts about something. But however, I feel like maybe this is just an internal feeling and everything externally is kind of going well. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit tied to something here, but I'm going to do a little bit of a clarification. Why is the King of Cups here, please? Why is the King of Cups here, please? Okay, so we have the Knight of Rods and the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Let's see why the Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles is here, please. Why is the King? Okay. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And why is the Eight of Swords here, please, for Scorpio? Generally this month in January. One card, please. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Scorpio. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Wow. So maybe there's something that is kind of closed off. You're not really expressing. Okay, yeah. Again, we have swords energy. A lot of thoughts going on right now. I feel like on an emotional level, this could be, I mean, this can generally signify yourself, but it can also signify somebody else in your life that is this person. Maybe you're seeking guidance regarding where you should go, because there is some fast action here with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Rods. So on an emotional level, or even on a creative, I feel like things are speeding up. You may have people that you work with, you know, that are kind of helping push this thing forward, which is leaving you in a more of an emotionally stable position right now. So if you are working with other people, they are definitely moving forward. You may have two people, one may be a little bit more hasty than the other in terms of getting things into action. But what I'm feeling is that you have a good partnership here in regards to work this month. It could be like all the cogs are working together, and this is leaving you kind of emotionally secure within this situation. There is some, you know, there is some juggling here going on, which is kind of, you know, it's natural. We all kind of have to juggle our work life sometimes with our emotional life, or you know, whether or not you've got two jobs or that kind of thing. I do feel that, you know, maybe you have had more of a clarity. It could be from the beginning of this month that you've got to really learn how to balance things out. You've maybe have had an epiphany of some sort, or some sort of breakthrough, which has allowed you to start being able to successfully manage your work life and your creative life, or your work emotional relationships here. So this can be with family, this can be with relationships, but I do feel that you're definitely this month feeling more balanced. There is an element of you possibly, you know, focusing more on your finances and really not quite nurturing, you know, kind of maybe you are not taking care of yourself per se. You're looking after what you're doing work-wise and externally rather than yourself. So maybe you are really, really focused this month on your finances, and yet you're kind of neglecting your own health maybe, or your own needs over what you need financially. So maybe you're having to cut back on spending on getting your hair done or your nails done, or getting, you know, buying new cars and all that kind of stuff. You're very much focused on building stability for yourself. However, there is something, maybe it's some information that you receive this month via email, or it could be something that you just have, you've been kind of working on, that's kind of left you a little bit emotionally trapped this month, or feeling a little bit like you cannot move. This is definitely in your head. There's no major arcanas here, which means that this is quite passing energy. It's nothing major, but I do feel there may be a little bit of a moment in this month where you feel a little bit stuck. The advice here definitely is to analyze and make sure that you have all the facts before making a decision on something for some of you. But I definitely feel like you are doing that with this Ace of Swords. This could also be the reason that you are juggling. So for some of you, maybe you have some information that has left you kind of having to do two things at once. Maybe you feel a little bit stuck as to whether or not you're bound to this situation. But I generally definitely see people working together, feeling emotionally secure in your work life. But yeah, maybe there's just something here that kind of may just make you feel stuck. Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely to do with your physical goods here with that at the bottom of the deck. So that's what we have. And yeah, that almost feeling of maybe what you've lost or what you don't have anymore. So again, there could have been some sort of situation that you've had to either switch jobs, or now you're having to do 2 jobs rather than 1, and you're kind of like, you're not looking at it from the most positive perspective. However, on an emotional level, this is you are in that mastery. So these are just flighty energies. So some of you are definitely going through some sort of thought process of overthinking, over analysing, but yet you are successfully doing it. And I feel like that breakthrough is going to come through. Maybe, you know, that you maybe do need to just take a step back and look after yourself a little bit more this month also for some of you. Okay, so that's what we've got generally this month for you, Scorpio. Let's have a look what we've got for you in terms of your relationships and your love life. Spirit, Archangels, Divine Universe, Ascended Masters and Ancestors, please give me messages for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in regards to their love and relationships for January 2019. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what's going on in love for you. So what's the main themes for Scorpio in love in January 2019? What can we expect to see? Okay, so some of you may be dealing with an air sign. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. Okay, so this is really good. What I'm seeing here is, give me one more card please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, really nice. Okay, so, and we have the moon. So, okay, I do feel maybe there is a little bit of confusion. There possibly is, but then this is going to come to light. It could be someone dealing with a water sign. Sorry, not a water sign, an air sign. So you Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Some of you are dealing also with a Leo. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of passion here in your love life this month. New beginnings with this Ace of Wands. Somebody almost, you know, maybe you've been waiting for someone to come in. There's communication coming in. Someone is going to be honest. But the outlook and the outcome of this is happiness, okay? So let's see why the King of Swords is here. Brand new beginnings though, hey? Yeah, so I feel like, you know, you may have stood up and been really honest about a situation here. And I feel like you're going to be getting the clarity that has been lacking. Yeah, we've got some really lovely cards here for you, Scorpio, in love, okay? So if, you know, with that previous reading, there's anything, yeah, right. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, things working together, okay? There may have been a situation where you felt like the need to defend yourself, or the person has been kind of pushing you away. But I do feel that that person is coming in. They could be at a distance with the Sun here with the Three of Wands. I do see this kind of being somewhere, someone possibly travelling, but I do see also a solid, slow offer. Maybe it's been something for some of you you've been dealing with, either like a fire sign or an air sign. Here we've got fire and we've got air, and only a tiny bit of water. So I would suggest more that people dealing with fire signs and air signs, maybe you have this hard work that you've been putting in to a situation here, or another person. This can be vice versa. I feel like this is coming now to light. With that moon at the bottom of this deck, there may have been, this situation may have been confusing in the previous months. And I feel like now you're out of this energy where you are looking at you're now looking for the best rather than looking at the past. you're waiting for this to come in still, but yet you are getting communication. You're getting communication that's really positive, and it's because you've been patient. There's a lot of patience in these cards, but also some sort of clarity here for some of you this month regarding a person in your life. I'm also seeing, someone who has in the past almost maybe been defensive here. Again, this could be you batting somebody off, fighting off someone's attention, or they've been fighting off your attention. I do feel that this person is going to come forward and be honest with you this month for some of you. And I know that you have been patient, and that patience is going to bring in some, some brand new energy. Okay, and there's happiness here this month. So all that hard work that you've been putting in, for those of you that are single as well, it may just be self-love as well, because with this sun card, I do feel that, some of you have been putting the work into yourself, investing into yourself rather than somebody else. Maybe you had some clarity, or someone came in and was honest with you, and that's kind of started a new beginning, where you've been healing, you've been kind of, things have been more harmonious since you have realised that you need to work on yourself and your own self-care. So that's for some of you also. But what I do see here is that, there has been some past grief here with this, maybe with this person, where you've been waiting for them to come in. But I do see communication, I see new passion, and I see new energy. So if someone has been away and it's caused you some upset, I feel like this person is now going to reconnect with you and also just bring in some positivity. It's going to be something that is actually going to be very healing for you as well. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius as well this month. So that's what I have in terms of January, which I think is really positive. I feel like you're moving away from this energy of regret or grief, of waiting for something, and really something really positive and recharged is coming in from a situation that was previously confusing. Okay, so that's what I have for you this month, Scorpio. I hope that this makes sense for you, and I will see you in February. If you do enjoy the readings, please do like, subscribe, and share the videos. I really appreciate likes on my videos so that I can keep sharing and other people can get the messages also. And if you would like a private reading, please do hit me up on my email below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care. Thank you.